Hi, this is Marty once again and welcome to my channel. Hello mga kababayan! Welcome to At Home with Marty. Today, we're diving into the life of Emilio Aguinaldo, one of the coolest and most important figures in Philippine history. He was just a young revolutionary leader when he took charge and became the country's very first president, leading the fight for independence from Spain. Aguinaldo's story is full of incredible moments that shaped the Philippines as we know it today. Stick around as we uncover some 10 amazing facts about his life and legacy that you probably didn't know. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. At para updated kayo sa mga susunod kong videos, please click the bell notification below. At sana po, don't skip the ads and please watch until the end of my video. Number 1, Emilio Aguinaldo was the youngest president in Philippine history. Emilio Aguinaldo holds the distinction of being the youngest president in the history of the Philippines. At just 29 years old, he assumed the role of president of the First Philippine Republic in 1899 during a critical period in the nation's struggle for independence. His rise to leadership at such a young age was both remarkable and historic, as it not only demonstrated his courage and influence during the Philippine Revolution, but also positioned him among the youngest heads of state in world history at the time. Aguinaldo's presidency marked a pivotal moment in the Philippines' fight against colonial rule, and his youthful leadership continues to be remembered as a symbol of determination and national pride. Number 2, Aguinaldo was the first president of the Philippines. Emilio Aguinaldo holds the historic honor of being the first president of the Philippines. In 1899, he led the First Philippine Republic, also known as the Malolos Republic, which was established following the Declaration of Independence from Spanish colonial rule. This made him not only the inaugural leader of the nation, but also the first president of a constitutional republic in Asia. His presidency marked a significant milestone in the region's political history, as it represented the emergence of democratic governance in an era dominated by colonial powers. Aguinaldo's leadership during this formative period laid the foundation for the country's continuing struggle for sovereignty and self-determination. Number 3, Emilio Aguinaldo led the Philippine Revolution against Spain. Emilio Aguinaldo was a key figure in the Philippine Revolution of 1896, where he emerged as one of the most prominent leaders in the fight against Spanish colonial rule. His strategic leadership and unwavering dedication to the cause of independence inspired many Filipinos to join the struggle. Aguinaldo's efforts culminated in a historic moment on June 12, 1898, when he proclaimed the independence of the Philippines from Spain in his hometown of Kawit, Cavite. This declaration marked a turning point in the nation's history, symbolizing the Filipino people's collective aspiration for freedom and self-governance. Number 4, he authored the first Declaration of Independence. Emilio Aguinaldo played a pivotal role in shaping the symbols of Philippine nationhood. He personally commissioned the design of the Philippine flag and the composition of the national anthem, both of which would become enduring emblems of the country's identity. In addition, he oversaw the drafting of the Act of the Declaration of Independence, a historic document that formally asserted the nation's sovereignty from Spanish rule. On June 12, 1898, in Kawit, Cavite, Aguinaldo himself read the declaration aloud during the official proclamation of independence, marking a defining moment in the birth of the Filipino nation. Number 5, his capture ended Philippine-American War. The capture of Emilio Aguinaldo by American forces on March 23, 1901 in Palanan, Isabela marked a turning point in Philippine history. As the leader of the Philippine resistance against American colonization, Aguinaldo's arrest dealt a major blow to the revolutionary movement. His capture effectively signaled the end of organized resistance during the Philippine-American War, leading to the eventual consolidation of American control over the archipelago. This event not only ended a significant chapter in the struggle for independence, but also began a new era of foreign occupation and political transition in the Philippines. Number 6, he later collaborated with the Americans. Following his capture in 1901, Emilio Aguinaldo pledged allegiance to the United States, effectively ending his rule in the armed struggle for Philippine independence. He withdrew from active political life for several years, a decision that has sparked debate among historians and scholars. While some view his cooperation with Americans as a pragmatic move in the face of overwhelming odds, others see it as a controversial compromise of the revolutionary ideals he once championed. Aguinaldo's later actions reflect the complex realities faced by leaders navigating colonial power's dynamic and a long path toward national sovereignty. Number 7, Aguinaldo lived a very long life. Emilio Aguinaldo lived a remarkably long life, passing away in 1964 at the age of 94. Over the course of nearly a century, he witnessed some of the most transformative events in Philippine history, from the American colonization and the Japanese occupation during World War II to the eventual recognition of Philippine independence in 1946. As a former revolutionary leader and the country's first president, Aguinaldo lived to see the fulfillment of the nationalistic aspirations he had fought for in his youth. His long life allowed him to remain a living symbol of the country's struggle for freedom and sovereignty. Number 8, Emilio Aguinaldo fought in 3 wars. Emilio Aguinaldo played a role in 3 significant wars that shaped Philippine history. He first rose to prominence during the Philippine Revolution against Spanish colonial rule in 1896, leading Filipino forces in the fight for independence. He later became the central figure in the Philippine-American War, resisting the new colonial power following Spain's defeat. Decades later, during World War II, although much older, Aguinaldo continued to support the cause of freedom by backing the Filipino resistance against Japanese occupation. While he did not fight on the front lines, he served in an advisory capacity to guerrilla forces, demonstrating his enduring commitment to the nation's sovereignty throughout his lifetime. Number 9, he ran for president again in 1935. In 1935, Emilio Aguinaldo sought to return to the presidency by running in the first national election under the Philippine Commonwealth government. Despite his historical significance and previous leadership, he was defeated by Manuel L. Quezon, who became the nation's president. Aguinaldo's bid reflected his continued desire to influence the country's political future during a critical period of transition towards full independence. And number 10, he was honored with a national shrine. The house where Emilio Aguinaldo declared Philippine independence, located in Kawit, Cavite, has been preserved as the Aguinaldo Shrine. This historic site now serves as a national monument and museum, honoring Aguinaldo's legacy and commemorating the pivotal moment in the country's fight for freedom. Visitors can explore the shrine to learn about his life, the revolution, and the birth of Filipino nation. Hello again mga kababayan! If you were alive during Aguinaldo's time, would you have joined the revolution? Why or why not? Share your thoughts below. Thank you very much for watching. And according to Eric Pevernaggi, happiness is living with humility, gratitude, and continual appreciation for the beauty of life, nurturing our hopes without fear or constraint. Shout out and thanks to the comment of Feng Music Channel and Masterpiece, and also thanks to the comment of Wow Corners. Maraming salamat po. Special thanks to my source from Google, photo credits to jfk.artifacts.archives.gov, and inspirational quote credits to goodthreads.com.